Well, good evening, everyone. It's very late. I know games have started. Some of them are getting close to finished, but I do think it's somewhat of a. I've had a very busy weekend. I've had rugby union, and then I've had also rugby league to go to, which is a sport to taken away from cricket. I must admit, but I'm back again. We're right in the middle of quite a. Let's get rid of this damn. Okay, we're right in the middle of a set of matches. Amazing comeback by Pakistan in a match. Well, they haven't quite equaled Sri Lanka's first inning score, 222. They got 218, largely off the back of Babar Azam. Babar Azam has been absolutely phenomenal, as you would know, and he is someone of great stature. Not only the way that he has actually praised and defended Virat Kohli, but the way he plays these games. The entire Sri Lankan team come up to him and celebrated with him in a way which was just phenomenal. And now just watching the match between India and England, which has gone on for some time now, and is also at an interesting stage of the match now. It's great. Cricket's just great, isn't it? Man, cricket is a great thing. It's a great leveler. It's a great, amazing. How can I put this? It's one of those rare moments where you love sport because of the way that the people handle themselves. Saurav Chakraborty, who will win Norman match between India and England? Well, if England are 4 for 86 after 18.5 overs, so their run rate's fair, but they've lost 4 wickets. Butler's still there with Moeen Ali. I'm hoping that India will have the strength of character to get through this because they deserve it. They played poorly in the last match, but they probably deserve this win. I would say India. Himanshu Hela. If Pakistan lost 2-0, then Pakistan and India totally out of it. Well, that's not yet happened, has it? So let's not. Mohammad Siraj has come in to replace Bumrah and has done a good job, and his catch has gone skyward. And looks like Punt has taken it. He has off Hardik Pandya. So that was another wicket. And Rohit Sharma's all smiles. That was a very ordinary shot there, and caught and bowled by Hardik Pandya, who's really playing. Divya shouted, I would agree, England will lose, I think so. Bumrah's not in the inside nine. It's Mohammed. I know. I said sorry about that. I didn't say Bumrah. Did I say? No, I said definitely Mohammad Siraj, not Bumrah. Well, I should have said that anyway. So. But it is intriguing. This match is probably delicately poised. England are not at all in any ascendancy at 4 for 86. India take a couple more wickets, like getting Moeen Ali and obviously Butler out, then England will be in dire straits. But the tail has wagged a little bit on occasion. Exactly, Himanshu. Norman, if Pakistan gets a target of 250 or more, do you think it's advantage Sri Lanka? In all honesty, I think Pakistan didn't handle his first thing very well. They're getting used to the conditions as expected, and obviously getting used to Prabhat Jayasuriya, who took another 5 wickets. I think that it's not game over for Pakistan. They're still very capable with a guy like Babar Azam. It's like, how can they not be? It's a phenomenal team with that person in there. Now, I just want to thank people, as you probably know, if you've been watching my page, my YouTube channel. I have had a post that was with Babar Azam talking in Urdu about the whole scenario with defending Virat Kohli. It's gone to 500,000 views. It's quite incredible. What was the rugby like enjoying the short with? It was quite. He came up to the floor that I was on in the main member standing, right next to us, and the girls, both Shamona and Rapakshi, had the chance to meet him. Unbelievable. Stokes didn't see the situation. He always smacks the cricket ball. Yeah, well, that's his way, isn't it? 4 for 86, Sam Islett. The score is so we'll reflect on both innings. Of course, Butler's still there, and Moeen Ali. They're 2 very capable batsmen. But the Sri Lankan innings, they were out for 2-2-2. Only Chandimal yet again got 76, looked particularly good, and some rearguard action from Thekshana at the end of 38. So they were all out for 222. They were actually 8 for 133 at one stage, but they became 222. But then Pakistan, when they were 8 down, they were 8 for my God, they're 8 for 112. They're even worse off, but they were able to muster two good partnerships there. And Nassim Shah played 52 balls for 5. Even Hassan Ali got 17 and Yasir 18. But of course, the man at the moment, Babar Azam, 119, his 7th Test century. He's done well against Australia, the 196, which he saved the match there, and now he's done it again with 119. Magnificent man. What a statesman. Said good things about Virat. 500,000 posts, 500,000 views on the post. Man's amazing. Chahal's particularly good in it. He's playing particularly well. Yeah, so there we are. That's the way things are. So it's one of those days of cricket that we want to watch and enjoy. It's great watching Sri Lanka play Pakistan in Sri Lanka again at Galle. It looks like the 4th test, well, I'll say 4th test in a row, with 2 against Australia, now 2 against Pakistan, will also be held in Galle, getting away from the issues in Colombo. Starting about today, you will have to agree that Babar Azam luck was good every time umpires gave him not out, but he got saved by reviews by umpires. No, so I don't know whether it's about that the man deserves all the accolades he gets. The entire Sri Lankan team went up to him and shook his hand. Now, 119 doesn't normally deserve that much of an accolade, but under the circumstances, the team situation, he resurrected their performance to only be a matter of 4 runs behind. A way that 4 runs behind the Sri Lankan total, which no one would have expected at one stage there. And it's a great day. This is another idea. I want to see Test cricket, and I'm not really as big a fan of the short format, at least the ODI format at the moment. I'm more of a Test man, and I don't mind T20, but I had some funny posts there for certainly with some funny posts that I've had as well. So I'm pretty happy with them. Let's look here. So I've got some 1,353 videos, 910 recorded, another 443 live. This is the 443rd live show, and I'm not going to complain about that. I'm pretty happy. I'm particularly happy with that last one, man. It's gone gangbusters there. I'm just trying to keep a tab of it. 500. Let's have a look. It's 471,000. It's actually close to over 500,000 now. So Babar Azam would be cock a hoop with his performance as a team. Now he was upset that he didn't get past their score probably, and he certainly didn't fail. I mean, so some great comments coming up from Bumrahs and comments about Babar Azam and love for all. This is sometimes which we love. Yeah, the Indians do love Babar Azam, and why wouldn't you? He's a great man, true sportsmanship. He's a really deserving of his title of, one of the Fab Four really now. Oh, hello, who was that? Was someone sitting ahead there? Was it early? It was a bit early on. I'm just not sure when that was. Yeah, so it's quite an incredible set of circumstances for sure. We've had fast approaching 500,000 there. So I think it is tops. That's gone well past us. 534,900. Oh, 530,000. Remarkable. So there's a section of the Manchester ground that's not seat, not stand. There's stands there, and I was quite happy there. 4 for 95 England. It was called a while. I thought they clipped the pad, but it didn't. 20.2 overs. The England were steady, but not. It all depends on how well they bowl, because they got, and you're out pretty cheaply at 4. So yeah. So there it is. I'm just trying to get my traction there on a lot of things, because Wi-Fi is always a problem here. Josh Butler, too much pressure on him, I think. But he's been handling it well. But I do think there's too much pressure on him. Just an enormously talented man. Let's be honest. Really is right up there with in terms of talent is concerned. And then Mr. Stubbs there will return. So, what are your thoughts about the Sri Lankan match, Sri Lankan versus Pakistan? It's bloody close now, very evenly poised. But Bubba's fight back is significant, absolutely significant. Mohammad Siraj is just a man of special talents again as well. He tends to just get the best out of not only his team but the people around him. I'm very impressed with him ever since he played in Australia that time. Really showed us up in Australia and played particularly 5 weeks in the last innings. Never give him credit for that. Never give him credit for that. Let's just see how we go here. So I wonder if so Moeen Ali, not Mohammed. Moeen Ali is here and he's looking as typically steady as he comes. So Sri Lanka are now none for 27 in reply. They have not lost a wicket, of course, with Oshida Fernando on 12 and Tamuth Karunaratne on 15. Prabath Jayasuriya got 3 5-wicket hauls in a row. It's quite phenomenal. But Bubba's 119 in a total. It didn't deserve that many runs. It was a magnificent effort. Really saved Pakistan from a little bit of embarrassment now in the first innings against Sri Lanka. Now with Sri Lanka being 4 runs ahead. A new mind up message. I don't like my gut messages. Being really honest with you. Therapy. It's a very funny post there. All right, so England projected scores. Well, they go 10 8, they go 387. That's a bit of a wishful thinking total, I must say. It'd be pretty hard to. As we get 387. Very hard to imagine, actually. So after 21.1 overs, they're 4 for 97. So I can't see them getting 300 runs in the last 30 overs. That would be a bloody miracle. Yeah, so Sri Lanka. Well, it's only the end of day 2, and they're only 2 innings finished. So there's every chance that they're going to be finished. Well, there goes Butler hitting a mighty big 6. Brings up the 100 for England. They're 4 for 103. That's the danger of Butler when he comes out there. Maybe it's getting easy to bat the second innings. So, hi Duraville Gaming, how are you? Watching a bit of a master. Well, he's still 25, but Butler's the key here. This England total, and we just don't know how well India are going to be able to handle a reply because the previous match they didn't handle it at all well. But I think a bit my aptitude from the Indian batters is needed, I think. This one is not showing the Sri Lankan game at all. No, they're not. This is annoying for me. I'd like to have seen that. Preference given to the Indian game, which I understand. So what's your thoughts, guys? You're not giving me much in the way of questions here at the moment. You're just enthralled by the match. So Sri Lanka are now 37 runs in front, which is not a great deal on the end of the second day. Both teams are already all out for 222 and 218. So there's obviously going to be a result in this match. Really important for both these sides to win this because they can well be increasing their chance of the World Chess Championship final. Shaheen Afridi took 4, Hassan Ali 2, Naseem Shah 1, Yasir Shah 1, 2, and Ahmed Nawaz took 1. So, and then of course, in the next innings, Kassim Rajitha took 1, Mahetek Shah took 2, Prabhath Jayasuriya, a magnificent 5 wickets for 82 off his 39 overs. Ramesh Mendes again chipped in with 2, and Dhananjaya didn't take a wicket, only bowled 2 overs. Hardik Pandya, a major part of this team now. Alex will play beautiful through point, backward square, point region. I can get up that Facebook page. I want to know whether we've got that potential here of Mohammad Siraj in particularly strong form. So we are looking for that Facebook page. Or should we say, Bubba, your beauty? It certainly was a great innings. Trying to find that photo of that's amazing. Ireland are the top ranked side of the world rugby. That's a hell of a shock, I would argue. Getting no evidence of that. So there was. There's no. Oh, I don't know. I'm going to find this particular interest here. With England now 4 for 113 after into the 23rd over here, and that kept on replaying certain balls that hit. Not much comment as to whether it was a good thing or a bad thing. Obviously, not a good thing. Okay, so Roshan Adesina, the Sri Lankan commentator, is saying the LPL schedule for the 1st to the 21st of August is to be postponed immediate effect. The rest has been made by the IPG group, the right holds to Sri Lankan, citing current economic situation. I tend to understand that. Pretty hard to get motivated to have a game of cricket under the circumstances, was for sure. And we're still going ahead with the Test cricket too, which is more around the whole. Well, they're keeping on Gaul, which is probably the smartest thing. Gaul's turning out to be a bit of a haven there for the Sri Lankan team. Oh, Moeen just clipped Siraj beautifully away. And we got, we've lost a wicket there. Looks like Dimuth Kunrat has been LBW by Mohammad Nawaz for 16. So Sri Lanka are now 1 for 33 in their reply to the 218, which came from the back of 222. So they're actually 1 for 37. Dimuth Kunrat is not having best of series against the Pakistan side on the first test anyway. Oman Solanki, Divya. Okay. Divya, sorry. Norman, due to the situation, as you come might be shifted to Bangladesh or UAE. Fair enough. It's pretty bad in Sri Lanka. And is it dangerous? Well, not yet, but it could well end up being dangerous, especially if tourism is not exactly attracted. Showing the Vitality Blast final. It's called in hove off for a wicket that's fallen, actually. Why are we seeing that? Moeen Ali seems quite fluent in the way he's batting. Any questions, guys, on this match? England are 4 for 126 in the 24th over now. Butler 30 and Ali 12. In the other match, Kasun and Rajit has been sent as a night watchman, obviously. Not exposing their first dropper. Who is their first dropper? I won't believe in. I don't believe in. I'm not watching. Kossel Mendes should have went out there. Angelo Matthews, Danajaya, Silva, Dinesh Chandler, Josh Miguel. Agar Salmon's coming on too. He's bowled. Did he bowl the first innings? Agar Salmon didn't bowl on over in the first innings, but he's come on first change here. Interesting. Very interesting. Sri Lanka have lost a wicket. That wouldn't be too exciting for them. And it's their captain as well. Butler's in here. Oops. Upishly played. So what? Is Prabhat in the next top? I don't think he's the next. He's the first Prabhat Jayasuriya. He's taken 3 5-wicket holes in a row. So realistically, he's right up there. He's all guns blazing at the moment. You have to say. There we are, live preview third. This is the live preview third ODI, isn't it? Live preview third ODI, so. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, Prabhat Jayasuriya to me is the next one in here. Certainly, Babar Azam is everything he wants to be. Fantastic statesman. Absolutely fantastic. 500,000 views on that video that explains how he defends the likes of really last 60, 48,000. What the last 68 minutes? 40. Jesus. It's ginormous. It's just gone through the roof of. It's hard to comprehend this. It really is. $543,000 people watched that video in just over a day. Very proud of that video. I think it's wonderful. Okay, Bubba, Labuschagne are next Fab Four. Sam Hazel, I'd say Bubba is. Labuschagne, no. I'm going to say Usman Khawaja should go. If Australia's to replace Smith, you should have probably Usman Khawaja, and then you got the Pakistan Bubba Azam. Virat Kohli's still there, and so is Williamson and Root. That's 5. The way that the Sri Lankans and lauded over the way that Bubba was better just says how much of a well-liked statesman he is. Incredible, really. Incredible. Well, not always very cool under the pressure, isn't it? That's significant, for sure. Magnificent. So Butler's 32, Ali's 24 scores, 4th 131 into the 25th over. So England looking at perhaps 260 to 300. So Sri Lanka must be getting close into their day's play, having thrown a nice boxman. I think it's pretty much fated for play there. Getting some message about the women's cricket. Evening all, tonight's match will be available. There it is, 4 for 131 after 25 overs. So 262 is a probable amount, with maybe a slight better edge than that in the totals. When will Virat make a comeback? 44 Tennis Chetty. Well, he's basically making a comeback today. Let's have a look there. Subhash, yeah, extraordinary innings from Bubba today. Was brilliant. For T20, World Cup 2024, Warner Finch Wade all retired. Which players can you take over? It's still 2 years away, Sam. You'd think all the lightweight suspects are there. The rest making the comeback hopefully now. After 50 overs is very easily to bat and goal because of the softness of the ball. A set batsman after 50 overs would do wonders to the team. Okay, fair enough. Oh, and Ali's pretty set here with 24. And Butler's got 32. They seem to be timing their punches quite nicely. Indeed. I want to see what the Sri Lanka score is. People can't see any visuals. It's actually stumps. Sri Lanka one all out for 222, Pakistan 218, and that sums to 1 for 36, which effectively means they're 40 runs in front. There's Butler hitting another, what looks like another clear 6. So Karuna Rajan is the only one out. Obviously, that'll be Mohammad Nawaz. Shashada Fernandez 17 and Kasuna Ojita is on 3. Only Shaheen, Mohammad Nawaz, and Aga Salman that they haven't used too much delay bowling there. Yeah, there it is. Bubba Lee's fight back. What she did was it was a magnificent century. Bubba's needs all the accolades he deserves, really. He's getting plenty of accolades on my channel anyway. Let's have a look here. Well, we got some comments here. Who's winning the test, Norman? 50 or 64 to the pack? It's not 64 to the pack. It's still 50-50, I think. And when the Pakistan lose this match now, India goes to the number 7 position in the World Cup, and they are absolutely out of the world. Really. There's another 6 there. That's on to Ali. Okay, Dharmasena gave umpires call out and not out to bat. India out in the world. No, I don't know whether you can say that. A bit early to saying that, to be honest. So. Okay. So the end of the day's play there. Report Bubba has leads a fight back. He certainly has. At stumps. 1 for 1. $40 runners in front. Watching today, ODI England vs. yes, Ranjit Kama certainly am. Only one of Aussies can go to the past. Okay. Brendan has joined us. I'd go with Ellis, Hazelwood, and Stark in T20 World Cup. Okay, Ellis is interesting. Serious winning partnership. That's about what I'm on. Yep, absolutely. But if they draw one match, they are totally out. They are totally okay. That's pretty disappointing for them, isn't it? There we are. Very impressive. The Bubba report's done. Now we look at this match that's in front of us. Butler 40 and O'Malley 33. They're 4 for 148 into the 27th over. Oops, popped up. Yeah, it's pretty good. So I watched Australia get beaten by England in the rugby union decider, and then so my great Rabbitohs were able to beat the Bulldogs. Not a very impressive result, anyway. Okay. India are out of the World Cup Championship. It's just a matter of England. And still, India, if they win their series 4, they'll be in it. Sam Hislop again. They draw one match, they're out. Okay, let's wait and see if that actually happens. India should have beaten England in that one match, and they're going to rue that defeat. Rue having that match played so bloody late anyway. Should have been played when it was played. I should never have played that so long after the bloody Very annoying indeed. Oops. What happened? There we are. All right. Hello, Norman Sir. How are you? Ahmad Razal, you're here watching your Pakistan side. No, Subhash, you can't say that Darvasena was the reason why Ollie didn't win. They didn't play well enough. Simple as that. Very simple. Very simple indeed. Butler and Ali going on nicely. Butler's 44, Ali 34. 40, Butler's 40, Ali's 34. They're 4 for 1, 4 9 after 27 overs. So there's still plenty of time to put on a reasonable score there. If they don't lose any more wickets, that is. Yeah, so again, just for the record, Sri Lanka on 1 for 36 end of the day's play, with a night watchman there, custom in there at about number 3 when they lost the wicket of Kurunaratne. Then 1 for 36, coming in 4 runs in front after the first set of innings, with Sri Lanka all out for 2-2-2, with some 70 on from Dinesh Chandimal, which was very useful, but equally as successful, if not better, quite frankly, was Babar Azam scoring 119 to put his team in a position of levelling the match on all out for 218, so only 4 runs behind the Sri Lanka total, and then Sri Lanka 1 for 36. The Sri Lanka effectively 40 runs in front going into day 3. So there's plenty of time for a result. Here we are, there's a wicket. Looks like Moeen Ali's clipped the ball off Jadeja to Rishabh Pant. There's England's 5th wicket. They're 5 for 149 into the 28th over. That's a bit of a blow for them. Ali was looking pretty good at 34. So as India are totally out of the World Test contention. I believe Australia will beat South Africa and West Indies all matches. Yeah, they probably will. And you would think India will beat Australia. So they're still with a chance. I don't know why you wouldn't say they're still with a chance. There's Ali getting clipping onto Punt behind the stumps.
Are you confident that he'll be able to make?
So he has to walk off there. Yeah, he's Babar Azam's a champion. No, 7th century. He feels like he scored more than that. Josh and Mohan both are looking solid at the crease. Yes, Ahmed Razak, but unfortunately, Moeen Ali's out. So beware of Sydney rain. It happened last summer. Versus England, Australia lost 8 points that match. Okay. I think Australia's even for the World Cup will be because there's no issue with the weather at the moment. Really got to be careful with this onset of rain. So has excellent bowling attack as well as South Australia has. South Africa has an excellent bowling attack as well. Australia should play their 8 game to win the series. They will. They'll win it convincingly. I'm pretty sure. I've got a little doubt that it could be very convincing to defeat. $554,000. It's a lot for the video. Babar Azam's great in this, but Sri Lanka is ahead in this test match because Pakistan has to bat last. Rowan Coley, you're right, but it's a very even contest. There's still got 3 full days to go. A lot of time, not much to go, certainly. Don't forget, yeah, it's right to say that Pakistan on bat last. Won't be easy. Rockstar Rajiv Jadeja. Nothing wrong with salt when someone says you're not fit, I tell you. Okay, so Pakistan cricket is like one time up and one time down. No, I think it's more up and down, guys. I would still say 64 to Pakistan. Why? It's probably 64 to Sri Lanka, really, but it's probably 50 all, really. I don't think it's necessarily either way, it's not. $50-50, not 64. So 5-140 nice is a very good over from Jadeja. Very accurate. I'm very circumspect Livingston there's without Nod after the loss of Moeen Ali. This is literally the finals to take the trophy between England and India. Also, what's your views on Bobo Aslam's magnificent? I think it was absolutely magnificent. He's one of the top 4 batsmen in the world. The Fab Four. You'd have to include Burrows, Root, still Kohli, and probably Kawaja. I pray that Australian team want Cameron Green bat. That's number 5 in ODIs in this not in New Zealand. Probably will. Which target Sri Lanka should feel safe to defend on? Okay. They're going to need well over 300. That'll give a pretty good time. Just to tell, mindful the strong batsmen of the failings in these wickets, that is, where you've got playing back on your stumps. That's always the issue. Pakistan are capable of batting 2 days, so we want to give it 2 and a bit days, which doesn't leave much time to get runs, actually. But we'll see. Let's go 100 in the first session and 100 in the second session. Well, it's putting in a good stead for a pretty good total. Oh, God, it's hot. Okay. What I want to call it, Ahmed Razan is a great player, but your chairman said, I want Townsend to win, and in Australia, you're saying we'll never draw a test. But I think Bubba is a great player. And Bubba is a great player. There's a whole lot of players in this game. Tim David said yesterday that it's nice if I get a chance to play Australia and teach me. Well, they're going to have him selecting, I haven't also yet, so I'm not sure. Might be the squad, who knows? Who knows? 5-157 is England. England, sorry. India's bowling. Shami is currently on. He's a bit of an expensive. 38 off his O's. So run rate's 5.54. It's into the 29th over as we speak. Butler on 41, Livingston on 5 or 6. I can't really make it out. Obviously, with the dismissal of Moeen Ali. Bowling some pretty ordinary shots left from Holly. Testing a badminton. What are your views on Bubba tweeting for Kohli? Is that any political reason behind? No, I don't think so at all. He just basically was asked a question and he gave his answer. Today, Bubba's on slopped many illiterates with his stupendous knock. Slapped, yeah. Moved by Razan from Pakistan, they sent his club level. No way. Azhar Ali, Imam Al Haq, Saf Shafiq, Imam Rizwan. Are they club cricket? I don't think so. And with this, his team can never win it, and he wants I don't think he can say that at all. It's like a very good sound. I think the key is someone like, Mohammed. Yusuf Yahan is someone I know. Mohammed Yusuf, he was a great player. Ahmed Raza, I reckon Nick Bubba, Ahmed will now make a big difference between these two teams. I think it could it's a resurrection actually because they were down and out early and they got through and they got only 4 runs short, which is pretty good. So there's Ahmed Raza, I reckon Nick Bubba, 100 will make a big difference between the two. I think it does make a big difference. Will Babar Azam be the greatest ever to play for Pakistan? Well, he's got Javed Mandan and Ismail Haq and a few others, and the bowls like Yunus and being off. So I don't think it's something he's really concerned about. I don't think it's going to be playing good cricket. Will Babar Azam be the greatest ever to play? I think so. How is Rapakshi your daughter? Same as Rapakshi, my daughter. She's just a co-host. She wrote to me wanting to be on the program, and I gave her a co-host role. Not unlike what Aparna did. Aparna became a very good journalist, and this girl wants to do something similar. She's not my daughter as such. And in terms of Janitra Shimona is actually she was 16 when she became a Bangladesh first-class player playing for the country. Amazing. So, and they're good friends. They were Pakistan about at the same age. Tomorrow, Pakistan ought to take flurry of wickets. At the moment, I reckon Sri Lanka a little bit ahead. A touch ahead. I mean, yeah, a little bit. Well, what's your prediction of Sri Lanka versus Pakistan Test Day 2? My prediction was Test Day is done, and they're 40 runs behind. One for 36. After 222 and 218, left a 4-run lead to Sri Lanka, and then the Sri Lanka 1 for 36, they 1 for 40 effectively. So it's probably a little bit more in favour of Sri Lanka, but it's still is so. So it reminded me of Steve Smith's innings in 2009, actually taking Sri Lanka 8 for 3 on 3 2. Yeah, it's very similar. Probably even more dramatic actually, because they were down and out big time. And with a 5 for 159, and the 30th overs, they're not great, are they? But they're going to defend most of the balls up around 42. But it's in 7th, that's just sort of solid. Shocking captain is gone. I can't see as one crossing on 50 now. In this particular, in the second innings, the Test. Well, yeah, but Dinesh Chandimal's still in great form. He's still around, and it's possible, as is the case with Babar Azam. He's still batting, and it's possible as well. So yeah, that's the state of play for sure. I think Sri Lanka will more than 50. Well, you think so? We'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. Some funny photos going on. Paul Sterling's getting all sorts of raps. Nice players. So someone who's yet to come here. He's yet to come this things, but he's also he just say we've got 70 on the first thing. So yeah, he's yet to come. Brennan Jay is a good player. Matthews is pretty good too. They got a few to go. Matthews is a sitting duck, and Dick Weller is always the hit. And Miss Channel alone can't play in every innings. And Chief Valley, we'll wait and see. Subhash, without Jimmy Mithkar, someone made 45 against Australia. Yeah, that's right. bringing on Krishna. Well, he's a good bowler. So Sri Lanka is 40 runs ahead. This pitch is not easy in seconds. Sri Lanka can score more than enough. It's not easy for Pakistan. Fair enough. Under what happened in the first innings, yes, I would somewhat agree. But I think it's still a bit early to say anything conclusive at this point. Match could turn on its head any time with this failure of one part of the innings. Who is this model? Hi, Sean. I'm live on my YouTube channel.
Okay, sorry.
What you want to talk about? Huh? You had a good day.
Are you listening to me?
Yes, of course they are. Okay.
Say hi to everyone.
Jansu Shimon says hello, everyone. So we that post is now 560,000. Oh my God! I'll call you back later, Shimon. Okay, or you can talk.
Okay, I would like to talk about something like whenever we after finish the.
Maybe about another half an hour. So okay. Okay, I'll ring you back. Farouk Engineer, he's 85, is in the audience there at the match. Loves going to his cricket. He's obviously a real character. Didn't think Pakistan in their play to champion final. I still reckon they can. Sim Shah has to perceive the method of bowling in red ball. Okay. Anything over 150 is tough and shows Pakistan well. Perhaps we'll see. No one calling out for 40 odd overs. The ball is not doing much to it. Is also a chaseable, I feel. Yeah, I don't know. Pakistan's very used to these conditions there in Sri Lanka. They're not really against it. Livingston here is against them. For England is 08 and Butler's on 45. They're 5-1-63 in the 31st day. There's plenty of time to put on a good 100 plus total. Okay. Not much going on at all, actually. Remember, Sri Lanka has defended 150 or less than 150 in test matches when Rangan Hera was there. Probably Jayasuriya bowling is similar to Rangan Hera. He certainly is. And his experience is not low. He has had 3 5-wicket hauls in a row. He's very dangerous. Wait to see how dangerous is. Everybody seemed to really make a reaction to that. So 5-1-67 up into the 32nd over. One way goes today, just bowling pretty well. And then Butler just hit him beautifully over the sixes. It can't be just a straight swap. No, it was a lovely shot there. Did you feel like we need to pick Matt Kuhnemann in the test because Jayasuriya looking dangerous? Well, we haven't, so it's obviously aren't quite ready to give him that extra position. I think that's probably a fair point. Too undefendable, okay. Interesting. That was 22nd 50 and under 54 ODIs, 10 tons. Very solid. And what this really is. Oh, Norman Pakistan will lose this game. Oh, why are you saying that? Sri Lanka made 222 without Demuth. Yeah, that's true. Gora 86, I don't know. 5-170 or 31. They're heading for a total which will be around the 270 mark, which is going to be difficult for India. Although, let's face it, is it that big a deal there? No, I don't think it is. No one's really hanging off it. Hello and namaste, Mahendra Rajput. How are you? Yeah, I think sportsmanship from Dorazan has been quite. That's another. Is that another 6? No, that's really close. The selectors have a lot to be answered for, I think. Capacity. No point being too adventurous too quickly. Okay. So Australia definitely missed a trick there. Balls always suitable for left arm off injuries. So Argyle forced them to go Swepson. So your 10 and 11 will not score 81s every time. That's true. What will be today's Virat score, sir? Mahendra Rajput. I'll maintain the 55 that I said yesterday, other days. Okay, what will be today's Virat score? 55. Looking like batting wicket, Manchester Norman. What is the Papa score? Well, it's hard to say. I reckon it's close to 280 to 300. And they're heading for that sort of total as we speak. So, yes, it's got a fair bit of traction there to reach that sort of score. $568,700. I am quite incredible. What will be today's Virat score? I said 55 that way. Looking like a batting wicket, Manchester Norman. What is the pass score? I said 23. Anyone on someone on track to do that? They're not looking at the wickets. Got about an hour now. Live 360. Preview. Live preview the third test. Pakistan will be at 76% if they win all of their left matches 2 times. Even if they lose one, it's looking pretty good for Pakistan. I would agree with that. Williams hit a 4, it looks like. Score is 5-175 off 33 overs. Run rate is 5.3. It's still very healthy. That's going to be interesting. Okay, so 5-175 over 33. Butler 52, Livingston 13. England, Pakistan will be out for okay. Pakistan and India are still pretty much favourites, along with Australia, being the top 3. And out of the World Test Championship, 2 teams will be found, and that's roughly one thing. Campbell Kellaway is next day Warner. Why do you throw that Pragati Rahla? Pakistan Cricket Board is unhappy with IPL getting a 2.5 ball or half months window and ICC's new FTP report was told. Most 50-plus scores by wicketkeepers at ODI. Sanghar, MS Dhoni, Alan Gilchrist, Andy Flower, Quentin de Kock, Mr. Rahul Sharma. Well, that's a bit of a. I don't know whether there's a lot of to be hanging off that really. Charles been relatively expensive. I'm sure you can predict whether this person's giving a bad answer or not. Just make it a reasonably good reply. Most 50-plus scores for wicketkeeper and ODIs. 114 Most only 69. Angle was 50, Andy 45, Quentin Nicole 45, almost to it. 22, Shy, 31, and John Ball. Yes. Breaking Sri Lanka Premier League has been posted. I saw that already, Sash. Roshan Abasinghe already posted that on social media, Facebook, and that became my norm because Roshan Abasinghe is obviously well and truly on top of things in his own country. I reckon Tim David made debut against Sri Lanka. We'll wait and see. He's going to make some squad announcement first. So be involved in the squad. I can't play unless he's in the squad. At the moment, he's still not in the squad. 5 for 180 after 34. Still some 16 overs left. I could easily go for 64 to 80 runs. Could it be 100? We'll be a lot tougher with the. So Roy got 41 best, so Group Duck. Stokes 27, Butler 56 not out, Ali for 34 not out. And now Overton in. I don't want you to say anything else but you're playing. So the Premier League's been postponed. The Tim David made the debut against New Zealand. Sorry, guys. I'm not. It's getting so hot here. I thought the really tired. I feel like England will win this match. It's looking like they are going to make it difficult for India, I must say. As per the draft FTP, India are scheduled to play 38 tests, England 42, Australia 41, Bangladesh 34, and New Zealand 30, between 23 and 27. Well, I don't understand why New Zealand's playing so few, or for that matter, Bangladesh. But I think so that's just my thoughts. I'm not really. I don't like that. I think it's already behind the eight ball and they do something like that. I've got a feeling. Okay. So many of Virat Kohli fans don't get replies. Bubba played a nice trick to get a reply from Kohli. Yeah, well, whether it's a trick or whatever you want to call it, it's just there's a lot of faith there. You read between the lines. So it's going to be interesting. I want to see the about the 184 of England. Going along quite steadily, but on 59, so he's doing his job quite nicely there. Yeah. Okay. Will Australia play their main team against Zimbabwe, given their place played less cricket in recent times in this? Well, they probably are going to put with those guys in the McDermott's, English, Ellis's, maybe even the Davids. We'll wait and see. Very nice pull shot there. Just out of the ground. It's big dent on the wall. 195 off into the 35th over, so it's going on nicely. These two can Butler and Lewison certainly hit out. Butler's on 59, Lewison's on 20, so it's very, very possible. Absolutely possible. Five, 6 is amazing. It was an attempted big hit there, although it didn't quite connect. Kennedy chase through from Winston. Well, basically the last thing is they can't, but ideally they can. If they get their act together, yeah, they can. Absolutely they can. Why should I like that? No reason why they can't. No lies, no lies, do it again. I say, no lies, no lies, but do it again. Do it again. No lies. The gamer guy. Hi, how are you? Can you chase around at 321? So Subash already said that they can. Whether they will, wait and see. Smacked Livingston on the snoz there, and he's not well. Is he down for the count or what? Mubashir Shakil, how are you? Both of you join now. It's good of you. Where are you from? I'm from Sydney, Coogee Beach, Sydney, Australia. And I've been to India, Pakistan. But actually, I haven't been to Pakistan. India, Sri Lanka, West Indies, England, New Zealand, South Africa, all back here. Let's Sydney further. So I'm from Coogee Beach, Sydney, Australia. Nice to know. Butler is there, still on 60. Livingston 20. The score is 5 for 191 into the 36 overs. So they could be over 200 with 13, 14 overs to go, which puts them close to 300. If they're about well. What's my name? Norman Kochnick. Norman Kochnick. Shakil. Norman Kochnick. Eyes on cricket with Norman Kochnick. There's my name there. There we go. So there we go. All right, so I think I'm going to call this against Sri Lanka. Just to recap that game. Sri Lanka all out for 2-2 in the first innings. Pakistan returned with a performance where they were all out for 218. So that left Sri Lanka 4 runs ahead. And they're 1 for 36 with Dimuth Karunaratne out. And they're therefore some 40 runs ahead, which is pretty good to go in the third day. But have I ever visited Pakistan? No, I haven't, and I really want to. So Bubba is only the 8th Test batsman to score a 700, where no teammate works 20 runs. Mark Bannerman, there's Yallop, Kapildev, Herbie, Cullinane, Sachin, and even Thorpe and Bubba. There we go. It's a pretty big effort. No one in which channel England only services broadcasters, right? It's Foxtel, channel 501 on Foxtel. Don't think it's on free-to-air TV. Although I wouldn't mind having a few more things available on something like this, but I can hold that. It's up to 0-6. 198 score. So. The short ball. More scoop like more scoop like it was a rank full toss top or a short pitch ball was pretty good. Let's get some. Okay. Why Australian shares popularity is decreasing now? It's the other way. It's actually increasing. It's such a threatening biologically. So accurate with his length in line. Great, actually, back bad for us. Yeah. So Syria is such a threatening. Everybody's put that. India didn't have a big caliber player like Marsh, Maxwell Sons in tough situations. Oh, they've got some pretty good players there. I'd say there's not a lot of their players. Yes. Not your because of the cricket guy. That was a nice old whack there. I think it was from that one. Caught, was it caught out the bow? No, Mosen. Are you real Mosen? I mean, the Mosen line, yeah. He's real. Okay. Did you know Chahal is only the second Indian leg spinner to break more than 200 wickets? Yeah, Kumble has taken 237 and Chahal now, no. There you go. That's pretty impressive stuff. There's stuff that we can't. Good stuff. Six 198 into the 37th over. They've got a pretty good situation here. They've got some 13 plus overs to go to make a score 100 runs easily. Therefore, bring the score to a mark of 300. Professor Tarun, what do you think? Who is better as an investment? At the moment, I'd say Rohit Sharma figures in form, but Professor Tarun, really, you got Joe Root, you got Butler, and you got Bass, all doing their best too. So yeah, it's a combination of those guys. That's what I would say. Well, there we go. Rattling along. Your views on Anil Kumble bowling is one of the best. I'm sure that that Ashwin has copied himself on, in a good way, on Kumble. I don't know the rule. Mrs. Maxwell lights. Like, yeah, kind of. But was going to hold the pull shot. And it's been caught really well by Richard Asian in the deep. Magnificent take third. England is now 7 to 199. That's the body by losing Butler on 60. I'll tell you now. Their aspirations in the 300 may have been dashed. Well, we haven't got Livingston now, so Cam Green's probably the closest we'll get. Professor Tarun, which match are you watching right now. I'm watching India versus Catch by Jadeja for India against England. The Sri Lanka versus Australia match is, Sri Lanka versus Australia versus Bangladesh has been postponed somewhat, but it'll be played there. That they're pretty much the teams already getting home. Pandya 4 for 18 off 6. Sensational player, really is. Good ball target, well acted off them. Not really a pull. He was caught accordingly, wasn't he? When will he sleep? So after this, I think. It's 11 o'clock now. I'm getting very close to thinking about going now, actually. Lady prompted me. I think Pandya. So 11 o'clock in Sydney, you're right. So with England 7-4-9, not looking great, Nick, at the moment. They've got Overton with Willie, basically the last two that can do it. They've still got 13 overs to go, though. It's really good. So, all right, guys, I think I am going to stop now. I've pretty much exhausted all my... Okay. My England team is collapsing from the last 2 matches. Collapsing, I don't know. It's just something that's happened. Maz, who's the 2E? What's... Well, 2 knows is Liam Livingstone. Well, he can't be because David hasn't played cricket at this level. So, and his left arm fast bowls are issues in there, and so I can't get a proper left arm bowler. What's the reason? No reason, just the way things can't manufacture them. Cameron Green versus Sam Curran. I think Canberra will win on that one. India's lacking left over. What is the approach from England? No one throwing wickets away. I don't know. Playing some silly shots. Is that for Big O? Let's repeat the same question. I'm going to show up 1 hour and 22 minutes. I think I'm still about had enough. Cam Green must be in the same car. No doubt. All right, guys. What are you up to? So England have just gone past their 200 now, 7 for 200 in the 38th over. Still 12 overs ago now. And we were still a few tired bowlers. They haven't used me at all. What do you mean? Best fielder in the world is Jadeja. Agree or die? Well, certainly he's up there. He's one up there. What do you think who wins today? Professor Tarun, I still think India. It's going to depend on the batting, but England total is starting to creep up, and not nearly a huge amount. Nice joke, Maxwell is better than Jadeja. Well, it's interesting. It's a hard one. Statistically, you might have to say Jadeja. Seems that no competition. I mean, Green is far ahead. Green is. Listen to anyone else. It's 7 for 202. Overton on 2, Willie on 2. This is both just struggling along there. It's not bad, but I always use brother Jamie. They're both particularly good. Mate, Hearty, Joy Sharma. That's the name I remember from way back. Sanders Maxi is not better than his own teammates. That's well, I don't know why we're comparing those two anyway. Okay. Okay.
Hi everyone, this is Norman Koshek here.
Very
We're at
funny.
the
Okay. Steve Smith is not better than Vera Coley. No, I didn't say that. Maxwell 108 versus him is in a tough situation. It says a lot, doesn't it? Yeah, he's a tough cookie. Good old Maxwell, that's for sure. All right, guys, we're into the 39th over England at 7 for 26. Craig Overson 6 and Willie 2. Here we have Maxwell. Same as I'm talking about filling. Max, okay. Stop yawning. Stop yawning. Probably sorry. It is a bit bloody tiring, guys. All right. What for you? Why do you think Kelly's struggling? Well, it's a lot of reasons, and he's best not talking about it, letting him show by the way of his normal ways. And Test definitely Smith the Collie. Today's is fake but better. He always flops. That's not true, Sam, is it? I know what you're talking about. Okay. Sam, I'm talking about feeling just is the best fielder of different. One team needs two, and he's bowling against part-time Livingston. Well, he's still a good enough player, for sure. With 11 overs left, that means some 66 balls. The score's 208, so let's say 274, thereabouts. It's a pretty good score. Very hard for Australia. But God bless you. Thank you. When team needs two, okay. What's that? The best filler, I'll pick. Yep. Okay. The more red ball bowler. Okay, fair enough. Almost please compare Maxwell to Marshall Jadeja. Not Maxwell. His filling is far better than Jadeja. Oh, pretty damn close. I hadn't seen your laughing face, Professor. I'm laughing now. I'm just 900%. Today is a bowling all rounder and all formats. Most technical test Maxwell's batting all rounder on 2 formats. Well, it's an interesting comparison. Okay. Please accept Maxwell with actually fairly. Yep, best fielder is Conor Asia, 6 Stoke Maxwell, Shahab, Shadab, and Bo Bavuma. Okay, fair enough. They're all in there. Okay, Livingston is not playing well. 39.3 overs. Willie's there, obviously. Capped it up, no longer there. I'm to accept because Julius is better than Maxi in fielding. Okay. Conrad is the best goalie fielder I know I've ever seen in Australia. Who you are, okay. Add Guptill to his good form too. Okay. Yep. My Aussies eat more non-visual solution. Yeah, okay, it's a fair point. We're not exactly healthy, is it? 7 for 211 into the 40th over. Yeah. Donald Pereira, you're back here, but of course Sri Lanka's finished for the day. And Sri Lanka all out for 2-2-2, and then Pakistan played for 8, and then Sri Lanka won for 36. The 40 runs are ahead, and I lost a long wicket. Shirali Shur, Salam, hello. Hello. 40 overs gone, 2 foot, 14 in the score, rather mild. 5 foot over thereabouts. Okay, guys, I think it's time that I do that stop. Simba. Bye, Professor. Please welcome me. Welcome, Shirali Shur. How are you? I was like we both. Thank you very much for advice, Subash. I thought you were a blind man. Sam Hessler, that's not very nice at all, even joking. Professor Turan, thank you. Goodbye. As I said, Shirali Shur. Shirali Shur. It's interesting name. England now 7 for 214. Craig Emerson's 11, Willie's 5. So nothing to get too excited about there. Okay, so I've got to watch that. Hey, having touched some grass. Guys, just a bit silly. Just stop me silly comments. Thanks for walking. That's right, Charlie. Sure. Sometimes be having touched the game. Okay. Thanks for walking. That's no problems. Okay. All right, let's just quickly look at the.
I guess a few T20 games will always help, but that's obviously quite a while ago.
It's all very loud there. There's another big hit there from Craig Everson. Looks like he's cleared the boundaries at 6. I think they're getting a fair trip very well. Okay. Another powerful hit by Willie. Some deserve to win this match after the innings from Bollywood. Do you think? Yes, they do. I would say they do. Didn't think Australia will lose 4-0 a little bit. But, well, it hasn't happened yet, so don't chop the gun. It may not happen. All right. I think it's just about time now. Okay. Only Bubba line innings play. Did you really think it's significant? All right. Siraj is there. Robert Shums. Come on, the shots here. 7 for 226 after 41. Sort of 9 overs left. So I've got a fair bit of batting time to run a mark here. Craig Anderson's a big lump of those 16 not out. It's lifted. You're watching India versus England Sunlight. They're currently 7 for 231. Okay. You're watching NS is watching India versus England. Sam has the same as Sebastian. Only this is one match. Don't in the rest of Australia they are fighters. Yeah, we all know that. We all know that. We've got no doubt about that. This is not about total for England. Looking more and more like they're going to win this match, so they keep playing this sort of. I would argue. Please don't write green method on the trip. Where is Vipakshi? I thought she is your adopted daughter. She's not adopted daughter. She's someone I take care of, yes. All right, guys. And the 42nd over, England is 7 for 232. They're looking like they're going to head for I thought it was 320 actually, and that's way too more than what I think Indy can get. I'm afraid we're starting to think that way now. Amazing. Whole thing. Okay. So, but you can see he's very well against. No, I think he's. I am seeing your strength for the first time. I didn't know who you are. I don't know who you are. So Levi Ackerman. My name is Norman Kochnick, and my show is called Eyes on Cricket with Norman Kochnick. I've got about 30,000 subscribers. I've done the posts for about a year and a half now. About 1,400 videos or thereabouts, close to 400. And I've got a number of them which are doing very well. It's cricket related. I've got a lot of great guests on it. I've got regular shows. I've got special shows. I've got interview type shows. I've got preview, post review matches. That's what I'm doing. So there you go. So I'm by myself today after 1 hour and 43 minutes. But please, Levi Ackerman, I hope you're seeing the stream for the first time. You actually have you subscribed? Love a minute. Thank you, Ackerman. Have you Levi Ackerman, have you subscribed? Is the first question I've got for you. Then I'll love you even more. Have you? Levi Ackerman, have you subscribed? Just tell me. England, 7 for 235. Some Sam Hazelton talked to Sebastian privately. 7 for 235 in 42 overs, 8 overs to go, which means they got 48 deliveries, and they could easily get 320, I reckon. Alone Broken. Hey, how are you? It's a sad name you got there. Australia's in tough group. Alone Broken. Hey, I've seen you twice now. Hope Alone Broken. Have you subscribed? Have you subscribed? That's one question I've got to ask you. England projects a score 331. The highest. Realistically, I think close to 300, 320 will be a very good score for them, and they'll be very hard to come to get that runs, I think. Willing over the proving very, very good tail end this one. Indeed. Therefore, we go. I am waiting for the battle between Australia and Russia. Oh, that'll be interesting, yeah. That'll happen one day. All right, guys. Aussie's in a tough group. If I'm an Aussie supporter, I would be very happy if they come out of their group. Yeah. Are you from Sri Lanka? No, bro. I'm not. I live in Australia, in Coogee Beach, Sydney, Australia. I've been to Sri Lanka many a time. I was actually married to a Sri Lankan. And Singala, Tikak. It's Tikak. Matapisu, double pisu. Levi Ackerman, you have double pisu. Ayo. Pau, Pau. After the calcula, boca, everything. I'm not from Sri Lanka. All right, guys, I'm going to cease the program now. They're doing very well. Okay, we know that there is show tomorrow. Let's just now wrap up with this show. I'll put a lot of scores in the bottom line. Sri Lanka at the moment, we're all out for 222, and they're 1 for 36 and applied to Canadians. They're actually 1 for 40 at the moment. That's a pretty reasonable lead. Under the circumstances, if they can ink that to 250, 300, they're going to make it hard for Pakistan. All right, I'm going. All right, all the best, guys. View, like, and share the post, subscribe. Leave Ackerman. I love you from India. Love you back. We'll talk more soon. Okay, all the best.